and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that's the area pretty much excavated out. I've got a fairly nice looking basement now. Well, I'll say fairly nice looking. It's going to need some decoration and stuff, but for now I've got enough room to basically for it to serve a purpose. And let me tell you now, doing it with that hammer, my god, that was the most painful thing I've ever done in my entire life. Basically, the problem with the hammer is that when it says it has 20 durability, that isn't 20 durability as I mean you can use it 20 times. That's 20 durability in the sense that it will basically mine 20 blocks and then it basically just dies on you. So, not my favourite thing in the world, and we're definitely going to need to upgrade those tools with some basically some metallurgy. So, I'm going to go and dump all my stuff in this chest. Although we are getting pretty full actually, so you know what? I believe a second chest is quite possibly in order here. You can mix and match woods, I do believe. I want to say you can anyway. Okay, so let's use as much of this as we can. The dark oak wood. And let's substitute the rest with cherry. There we go. So now I've got another double chest. And we should now have a little bit more space. Yeah, I know, my base is a complete mess. So, although what I'm going to do is I'm going to plunk this guy in to get smelter. I don't think that guy can actually be crushed, so that's probably why he's not moved. But I might move him manually over here, since I believe that one thing you can do with them is smell them. Okay, so I'm just going to plonk everything I'm not going to need immediately in here, and we should be able to get on with some tool building. I'm going to condemn that guy to there actually, because he's they're not great. I'm not going to lie. So let's plonk this guy down here, and I believe we almost have enough room for a forge. I'm going to remove one last layer of dirt and stone and stuff. Ooh, some copper ore. Not going to pass on the opportunity for some copper. Okay, I believe I've possibly dipped that one up just a little bit. Let's see. Let's mine away a little bit of this dirt. To make way for our smeltery. Although we may actually have to remove one more layer actually, because I've just thought it does go in the 3x3 area, but yeah, we're going to need one more layer removed. That's kind of frustrating. Like I said guys, once we get a decent hammer and excavator, all this terraforming is going to be much, much easier. Let me tell you. So we're not going to have to worry about this anymore, we should just be able to go straight with a hammer and straight with an excavator, and we should not have any more problems. Which the smeltery setup, that is. There we go. So that's an area mined up. I apologise for quite possibly how horrible that looks. But for now that should serve a purpose. Let's stick some copper in there. And let's also collect those seared bricks that we made earlier. Hopefully this will be enough. I'm not entirely sure what the exact amount is that you need. I completely forgot that these guys are being here. Okay. So first things we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make a couple of things to do with the furnace. Now, first things first, I believe, is making the controller, which I believe is made like that. I think what I'm going to do is... sorry about that, guys. That was I'll have to silence my phone for that. There we go, that solved the problem. So I believe what you can do is do at Tinker's... And hopefully we should be able to find it with all the smeltery stuff. So there's the tool forge. Now where's the actual smeltery blocks? Are they right at the end, or am I just completely blind? I bet I'm blind. I did not know Tinker's Construct added different types of glass in. That's pretty cool actually. They looked like those old redstone lamps for a minute. So I think what we're going to need is a smeltery controller. We're going to need a seared tank. Okay, if I type in seared, that's a better way to get stuff. So if I type in seared again, we're going to need the gauge and stuff I'm not really worried about. But we've got this... I believe we have this smeltery controller, which is fine. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is find out what stuff we need, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I've pretty much crafted everything I think we're going to need. We are obviously going to need some more bricks and stuff to be able to make the smeltery, but for the sort of the main components of it, or rather I should say the functional components, should be done. So we have the seared tank, we have the casting table, That's pretty much what you need. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this guy in a little bit of a weird fashion to how you guys probably build it. So I think what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to start by obviously crafting myself some seared bricks. That would probably be a decent start. So let's get 16 of these suckers, and let's plonk them down like so. Well, listen, I'm not quite sure how... No, this isn't going to work, actually. I've just thought. Given how everything's laid out at the minute, this isn't really going to work. I think I'm going to place the smeltery a little bit further forward, maybe here. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't think that's the worst place for him to go, actually. And then... It's a little bit claustrophobic around here, but there's not too much of an issue. So I'm going to place the seared tank. I'm going to place him here. And... What am I doing? I'm being derpy. Let's get the smeltery controller and stick him here. Then why did I put him there? I don't want him there. Sorry guys, had 2 exams today. Brain is a little bit frazzled. 1, 2, 3. I believe we might actually have enough stuff. This is probably the first time we've actually ever done this. We actually have enough seared bricks and stuff in total to make the actual smeltery, which is really nice actually. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to make him a double layered one yet, but I don't really need that much stuff, since all we're going to be using him is to make tools really. We're not really going to be doing anything crazy with him. So there we go, he's lit up, even though he's got no actual lava or anything in him. He's got a capacity of 72 ingots, which is pretty nice. We can't smelt that much at once, but at the minute we don't even have any lava. So I believe getting some lava is going to be my next main goal. So, I've been a derp actually. I forgot to do a smeltery drain. I believe I'm going to need 2 for the long run, but 1, 2. I've got 2 faucets, and you know, while I'm here, I'm also going to make myself a basin. I can't believe I forgot to put these guys in. Guys, why don't you tell me that I forgot to put them in? You guys are crazy. No, you're not. That's my fault for being a complete derp. So I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for the basin, stick him there. Well, the textures are so dark, it's actually kind of hard to see what they actually are. So we'll go for that there, and we'll just go for a faucet there and a faucet there. So now we should be able to have reasonable control over what's going on in the smeltery. So I think what I'm going to have to do is make myself a portable tank. Now portable tanks, I believe they're fairly cheap. So they require a redstone servo, which is completely peanuts compared to the resources that we've got. We've not got that much iron left, so I may have to do a little bit of an underground trip. We're going to need some glass, which, you know, I'm just going to have it smelt a whole bunch. And we're also going to need 1 copper ingot. That is not that strenuous at all. But we might even be able to go for the next tank, actually. So we've got... We might be able to put some upgrades on it. I'm not sure if I really want to. We'll have to see how it goes. So this sand is... Okay, 1, 2, 3. Portable tank at the ready. So we should now be able to go underground and create a ton of stuff. We should be able to get a crap ton of lava to be able to put into our seared tank so we can make some tools. So where's that bucket that I had? I'm going to go fill this portable tank up with lava, and we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, lava time. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do to basically collect as much lava as possible. So I'm going to put the portable tank down right next to it, and I'm basically going to fill this portable tank with lava, so I'm not pretty much just running back and forth with 1 bucket. So I'm going to have a reasonable amount of lava to take back to the base. Since, I don't know, we could potentially go geothermal with our power, but the only problem is then I would have to rely on the nether, and if I'm honest, we're not quite ready for the nether yet. We've got no armour, and we're pretty much going to get our asses kicked. I'm really not going to lie. So I think what I might do is start collecting from this other little pool of lava. Okay, that's pretty much all the lava I can carry. Let's not drop the tank into lava, and I'll be right back once I reach the base. A short trip back to the house later, and a few minerals mined. We are ready to go and create our smeltery. So I think what I'm going to do first is put most of my ores and stuff in here to go and get refined down. Since, if I'm honest, I'd rather them get refined down in here rather than attempt to refine them in the smeltery. So this chest is looking a little bit full. Not looking awful, but a little bit full is all I'm going to say. So I think what I'm going to do for now is manually use the bucket to put stuff into this seared tank. Since at some point I'm obviously going to automate this process, but I think for now I'm just going to stick this guy down here. And although I think what I could potentially do is, I'm not sure if this is how the tanks will operate, but I believe I can put this guy on top and then put this guy into output mode, and hopefully what he's going to do now is output all of his lava when the seared tank needs it to put it into the internal buffer. I'm hoping that's what it'll do. Whether it does that is a completely different story. So what we're going to need now is this materials and U-book by Skylar. And this book essentially is going to tell us all about the different materials and stuff. So I think first of all, I'm okay with not having a really efficient pickaxe for now. Although I was saying that, it is the most basic tool, we might as well go for it. So I believe Illumite is possibly the best bet for us to go for right now. As we don't have access to the Nether really, and Illumite is pretty much one of the best ones you can get. As far as I know, they may have changed it, but no, that was pretty much the traditional one you needed to get cobalt anyway. I think they've changed it since then, so you don't have to go for cobalt, but I think I might as well. So I think what I'm going to need to do in this case then is go ahead and get some obsidian, because I believe Illumite, if it is still in the game, yes, it gives you bright pink tools, so you can just pretty much make a straight up Illumite pickaxe if you really, really want to. I'm not going to go ahead and do that, but you need to make Illumite ingots. That's aluminium actually. Have they removed Illumite? Have they really removed it? I'm quite sad about that actually. That's shares help today. I am. So let's go and have a look at all the materials. So I believe if I look at tool materials, these are all the ones you can do. So you've got pig iron, king slime, cobalt, ardite, manulin, copper, bronze, lead, electrum, silver, and steel. So pickaxe heads, I'm just trying to think of what would be a cool thing to make a pickaxe head out of. I'm thinking bronze. Bronze, I don't know, it doesn't sound like it's bad, although it's got a really low mining speed actually. Well, not mining speed, it's a low mining level, so I'm going to steer away from that if possible. Now, cobalt, of course, is only found in the Nether. It is one of the best ones, but we're not quite ready for the Nether yet, so I'm definitely going to have to steer away from cobalt. We can get magma slimes, iron, lead, copper, manulin, ardite. Ardite is another Nether one, which is annoying. We can't quite get access to that yet. That's a combination of ardite and cobalt, so we're definitely not ready for that yet. What about silver and electrum? Electrum seems like it. No, and it has a mining level of iron. Wow, that's really quite bad actually. It's got a quick speed, but that's pretty much all it's got going for it. So I'm aware. Silver is also pretty bad. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is look for a nice material and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so definitely for the head, steel doesn't seem that bad of an option. Its durability it's fairly mediocre, I'd say. It's as a head, it's got a mining level of obsidian, which is the equivalent of diamond. It's got a fairly okay mining speed. I've seen quicker, but I'm going to go with lead. Now, lead, do we have any lead? I think what I'm also going to have to do is get some gold as well, actually, to make some casts. So what I'm going to need to do is get myself a little bit of lead out of the chest. Now, which one is lead? I don't have much lead, so I'm going to use this scarcely. Whoops, I just put them back in the chest like a complete and utter noob. Okay, so the way you basically smelt items in this furnace, or this smelter rather, is you put them in there, and it basically then will plonk them in here, as you can see they're now being smelted, and they'll basically be turned into their molten equivalents. So I believe this guy also did some steak as well. I could really do some steak right now. So what I'm going to have to do is basically create some casts. So for that I'm going to need some cobblestone as well. So to make a cast you basically need to make the equivalent part in here. So we already have cobblestone in here actually. So for a pickaxe we're going to need a head. We're going to need, not a sword blade. Although sword blades are going to be helpful for future reference actually, so it's not the end of the world. Let's put these guys away in here. And pot builder. So first of all let's make ourselves a pickaxe head. Let's make ourselves a stone tool rod. And you're probably wondering, why am I making these stone tools? If you're not familiar with the mod, of course, you're going to be like, what the hell am I doing? And you guys will see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this guy over to the casting table, and I'm going to put the gold on the bottom, just by clicking on it. And basically what I'm doing is using gold to create a cast. I believe there are other things you can use. You can use clay if you want to make like a one-time cast, although I don't really want to make a one-time one, if I'm honest. I believe in a future update of, well, not in a future update, in the present update, they have changed it since the previous version, so now it gets rid of the original thing you used. You used to get the stone binding back and you'd never really know what to do with it. So, I don't know, I'm kind of happy they got rid of that change. It's more of a convenience thing than anything, because you never really ever used the other stuff. So, molten lead. Let's use this to make the pickaxe head, and now we're going to need to find something to make the binding out of. And binding, I believe slime's always a nice binding. But slime, we've not really encountered any slimes yet, or any slime islands, so slime's a little bit out of our reach at the minute. I believe cactus has always been quite a good one, but we haven't found any deserts yet, so, and I'm not really prepared to go hunting for them. So I'm going to have a look around for some materials, guys, and I'll be right back again. Okay, guys, so I've come to the decision. I'm not sure if it's necessarily a intelligent decision, but I'm going to go for a bronze handle and a paper binding. You're probably wondering, why the hell would I go for paper? It's absolutely terrible. And, you know, you guys would probably... I'd probably agree with you if I didn't know the thing about paper. And it gives you an extra modifier slot. And that is definitely going to be helpful for us in the future. So, I believe bronze ingots. How do you make bronze ingots? There must be a way to make bronze. There has to be a way. I'm just convinced there has to be a way. Okay, so you use tin and some copper. I was going to say, if there wasn't a way to make it, I would be very, very, very shocked. If there wasn't like some easy way without getting it out of a dungeon chest, because that seems really bizarre. So we've got 4 bronze ingots. Now I'm going to go and plonk these guys in our little smeltery here. So let's go plonk those guys in there. And binding wise, I think I'm going to use paper. And like I said, I told you it gets the extra, it has the writable thing on it. So it basically means that I can use it. In fact, I might need some sawdust actually to make some paper. Okay, where's the sawdust? I don't know exactly what the material cost is, so I'm just going to make some extra paper just in case. So let's see. So let's go to the part builder and let's substitute paper and material value 0.75 paper. Does that mean we need one more piece of paper? I believe that possibly means we need one more piece of paper. Considering saying our material value is just a little bit too low. Let's see. I'm hoping this is what it means anyway. If it means something else, then I have absolutely no clue what to do. It's getting dark. Hopefully we can have this ready for the end of the episode, since we are pretty much coming up to the wrapping up point. I'm just gonna put this guy in and make sure bronze is on the very bottom. See molten bronze. Let's make sure that guy is sat right at the bottom. And there we go, we've got bronze coming out. Got a bronze tool rod going. Tool forge, and let's stick on the lead head, the bronze tool rod, and the binding. Let's click on the pickaxe symbol, wherever that is. Right there, I'm just being completely blind. Okay, so what we're going to call it, we'll call it the Plum pick, and let's pick a pretty cool number. 40, oh no, we'll go for 30. Let's just go for 30. Plum pick 30, I don't know. No particular reason why, but it seems pretty cool. So it's got a pretty good durability, it's got a poisonous thing, it's got a heavy modifier. I believe that's all coming from the lead, so that means we're going to have some... It'd mean it wouldn't make a very good weapon, but really, why would you use a pickaxe as a weapon? That would be... If you want to use a weapon, you need a sword, not a... what do we call it? Not a pickaxe. So this guy, let's see how quickly this thing mines. That's fairly decent speed. How quick does it mine compared to, say, this thing? Okay, so this thing's a little bit quicker. I believe so. So we are going to need to solve that problem. And I believe I've got a pretty neat solution how to solve that problem, if you guys want to see. And it's using the power of redstone. Now redstone is one of the modifiers you can put on. And just to make life easier, I'm going to convert this to blocks. So I believe if you put 50 redstone on, this guy gets a haste buff. And that, of course, means, if you're familiar with anything in Minecraft really, it means that if I do this, it now has a little red dot on it. You're probably wondering, hey, what does that red dot do? And that has just added haste to my pickaxe. So for example, now we're breaking things a lot quicker. You can add, they do stack, so if you want to put more haste on, you're more than welcome to, but I think that's a pretty decent pickaxe. So I think, guys, I'm going to end the episode off here. We are well past the wrapping up point normally for the episode, but I wanted to make sure that I had fulfilled my promise with the name of with the title of the video for Tinker's Tools. We now actually have a Tinker's Tool. I think next episode we're going to get on with some more tinkering and possibly make a hammer and an excavator and get a bit more of Plum Labs built. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Goodbye from Patent Plum.